Okay, so I feel like I need to address this person's comment because they've been in my comments like a lot recently, and I really want to just have meaningful discourse. I'm not really in the business of like shaming someone for not thinking the same way that I do, but I just hope that we can have a conversation that will lead to all of us winning, because that's my goal, for all of us to kind of understand the power that we have. Okay, so they're referencing a video that I made comparing slavery and capitalism, and basically saying that it's a choice to submit to it. And they said, and I don't disagree that capitalism is shit and we need to do something different, but to say our ancestors just took it until one day they dreamed so big is so disrespectful to the people who died resisting. Our ancestors knew the stakes were high enough that if they resisted, they could die, like the people who died resisting, but still continued to revolt, still continued to dream that there was a way of existing, not being oppressed and killed every single day by being enslaved. And guess what? Slavery in that traditional sense doesn't exist anymore. So I want to kind of draw this parallel so badly because I think it's such an easy way of looking at slavery and the way that we're existing now. When you're enslaved, it's either you submit or, there's a chance that you die. Same thing with capitalism. It's either you submit to it or there's a possibility that you'll be homeless and you'll die and you'll starve, yada, yada, yada. Yeah? But enslaved people were like, you know what? There has to be a different option. There has to be a different way of living. And I don't care that there's a possibility of my death, but I will resist this institution. And guess what? Slavery doesn't exist anymore. Well, in that sense, slavery doesn't exist anymore. So, what's stopping us from imagining that there's a different way of living that isn't the one that we're living now? Should we choose mystery or misery? Domination is impossible without submission. So ultimately, I'm saying that we need to celebrate all that our ancestors did, because some people even laid their lives down for us. They made the choice not to submit to it. And we can also make the choice not to submit to things that make us miserable and are killing us. That's all I'm saying. And we have the power, and who knows, maybe we can be the freaking generation that they look in history and they're like, you know what? They dared to dream of something different, and look at the way that we're living now. I think we just need to reignite our imaginations and hope that there is a different way of living, So yeah, slavery is a choice, and we all are enslaved to the things that we feel are dehumanizing us, like capitalism, because we fear the outcome of not relying on them. And one thing that we also need to take from our ancestors and take from people that were formerly enslaved is the fact that they decided to rely on each other to end the institution. You can't have an institution without the people that are submitting to it. And they decided, you know what? We have power in number with each other, and we're going to rely on each other. So ultimately, yeah, let's rely on each other and we can create an existence that we want to live in. Yeah. I hope you have a good day.